You're listening to the Freelance Blend Podcast, episode 113.
Welcome to the Freelance Blend Podcast, where we entertain, educate and engage freelancers from the Philippines and across the globe. And now, here's your host, Marv De Leon.
Hello everyone and welcome to Freelance Blend Podcast. This is your host, Marv De Leon. This is episode number 113. And this episode is a special episode for our listeners who are online sellers, especially those who sell products or services via Facebook, Instagram, or maybe Twitter or Vine or Snapchat. Then this episode is for you because we will be talking about a special service for those who are into online selling. And if you've heard of Shopify, well, Shopify has been around for quite some time, but they've recently partnered with one of the largest local telcos, which is Globe, under the Globe MyBusiness brand. And this partnership, in fact, allows you to build your own e-commerce website for as little as 599 pesos a month, especially if you are selling online through social media. With social media, you don't own, although it's free, you don't own the account. It's owned by Facebook, it's owned by Twitter or Instagram. So if in case one day Facebook or Instagram will close down, or maybe you violated something and they close down your account, then your business suffers. So it's really important to have your own channel through Shopify, and using Shopify is as easy as creating your social media account. To talk more about the Shopify partnership with Globe My Business, we have Dani Hill, the Assistant Brand Manager of Globe My Business, to discuss the benefits of opening a Shopify account through shopify.com.ph. But before we talk about that, I'd like to invite you to an upcoming meetup that we're having on October 27. It's entitled Creatives Plus Entreps Mixer. So why that title? It will allow business owners to meet creatives. So maybe a photographer, graphic designer, or a writer. The backstory behind that is that I always encounter business owners who tell me that they're having a hard time to look for freelancers or creatives to help them with their business. They are hesitant sometimes to go online to hire a freelancer. I thought of creating this mixer for them so that it allows them to meet potential partners, and at the same time for creatives or freelancers to get gigs, especially if they're starting, wala pa silang masyadong work, wala pa silang masyadong job. So this can help them get started and in a way test the market. So that is Creatives Plus Entreps Mixer on October 27. It will be at The Study at Enderan College's Podium Mall in Ortigas. To sign up, just go to our meetup page at meetup.com/freelanceblendmanila, or I created a special link. Just go to freelanceblend.com/meetup1016. And also, I'd like to invite you or talk about an upcoming blogging course that will be online. So I've been working on this for the past few weeks, and I will be announcing it soon. Just keep on downloading or streaming Freelance Blend Podcast so that you are aware of when this opens up. So this is a WordPress blogging course that will be online. So please watch out for that. Now, let's go back to our topic for this episode. Again, we have Miss Dani Hill, Assistant Brand Manager of Globe My Business, to talk about the Shopify partnership with Globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is Marv De Leon of Freelance Blend. Thank you for joining us. I'm here at the very nice office of Globe Telecom to interview Miss Dani Hill. She's the Assistant Brand Manager for Globe My Business. So, hi, Dani.
Hi, Marv.
So, say hi to our listeners.
Hi, listeners.
Talagang hi, listeners. Let me ask you first, can you talk more about yourself? Introduce yourself to our listeners and what you do for Globe.
Okay, sige. So, I'm basically your average mid-20s millennial.
Okay.
I've been with Globe for about almost 2 years. Prior to that, my background has really been telco and advertising. So prior to joining the corporate world, I was in the advertising industry doing creatives. So right now, I'm doing marketing for some brands in Globe My Business, specifically for the product category of business solutions.
So, yung specialty mo talaga, marketing. Can you say that?
I would say so.
Okay,
Sana.
marketing.
Yep.
And now that you're with Globe and doing work for Globe My Business, so can you tell us more about Globe My Business? This is it a division or is it a division in Globe, or is it more of a product?
Okay. So, Globe My Business is one of the 3 customer-facing units of Globe Telecom. So, Globe, of course, has the enterprise accounts. So, that would be the top 5,000 SEC-listed corporations. Globe My Business is the small to medium enterprise group. We handle the top 5 to top 25,000 SEC-listed companies, which includes corporate individuals. These would be the accounts that receive, for example, allowance from the companies to buy telco products, and professionals. So these would be your lawyers, doctors, etc.
Okay.
And then, of course, the last group is the consumer group, which is your basic home, mobile, broadband.
Yeah, like me. I've been
that's
a long-time Globe,
Globe
subscriber.
Thank you.
Siguro, from my number, you'll know how long I've been with Globe. You can check. I think, siguro, oh no, my age. Mga late 90s, I started with Globe. So, I think dun yung bago pa lang yung digital na SIMs.
Yeah.
And nag-start pa lang yung texting. I think Plan 100 pa nga ako.
You're one of the
at that
pioneers.
Time. Yes. Up to now, I'm still Plan 100.
Wow.
No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay.
Umangat na, Plan 200. Okay, you mentioned that you target yung for My Business is also not just for SMEs but for self-employed like myself and our listeners who are freelancers. So, how can freelancers take advantage of yung mga ino-offer ng Globe My Business?
Okay. So, within Globe My Business, we also have 3 subcategories. This is according to how DTI segments the market. So, we have the medium-sized businesses. So, these would be borderline enterprise companies na more than 300 staff. And then we have the small, or as what they call the quote-unquote missing middle. So, ito naman yung parang they're not medium-sized, but they're not exactly startup businesses.
Okay.
These would have about 50 to 100 employees.
Okay.
And then the micros, which makes up 80% of our base, these would be the startup business owners. So right now, what makes Globe My Business a good fit for across the range of these customers is wherever you are in your business, whether you're starting up, you're growing, or you're already expanding to graduate to the enterprise level system, we have business solutions or telco products that can cater to your needs.
Yeah, you mentioned definitely telco products. So, what types of products, apart from mobile phone connection, ano pa yung products that would be suitable to the micro businesses that yung under my business. Like I think I belong to the micro business. Am I correct? So even our freelance listeners here are under the micro business.
Definitely.
So what products will be suitable to them, to us?
Okay, so the most suitable I think would be Shopify, which is a global e-commerce platform that has been around since the early 2000s. It's actually a Canada-based company. We are as Globe My Business would be the exclusive telco partner for them here in the Philippines. So we are reselling Shopify. What is Shopify? So Shopify is like it's your own online shop. So we noticed that even if there's a growing market of let's say mompreneurs or part-time business owners or students who are looking for extra income, for example. You would know this most. This is a very niche market, and they might not be formally recognized maybe by business papers, or maybe they're still looking for what kind of business to get into. So a big thing right now for the Philippines is e-commerce. So that's why we partnered with one of the leading companies, which is Shopify. They have about 275,000 online stores globally, and we would like to offer this ideally to the business owner who's trying out via social media. Yung mga, for example, I'm selling in Facebook, I'm selling in Instagram, I'm selling in one of the marketplaces, for example. So the beauty of Shopify is that it gives you a professional platform. It gives you a tool to expand your reach. Kasi syempre, if you're just using social media, that's just your network. You'd be lucky if your product is really good that it gets organic word of mouth. But more often than not, if you want to really get your product out there, you would need to invest in a tool, and this is what Shopify gives you. It's a DIY e-commerce platform, so you build it by yourself. Compared to all of its other competitors, I think it's being pitted against Magento, BigCommerce, those types of platforms. I would say that karamihan of our customers would say it's the most user-friendly. Parang Facebook lang daw.
Okay.
Ayan.
So it's actually, I've heard of Shopify many times, but I haven't really used it or experienced Shopify. So you mentioned it's user-friendly. So is it similar to, are you familiar with Weebly or Wix when you create a website? So is it that, kasi compared to WordPress na may
it's a level of coding, no?
Yeah, and medyo may learning curve. With Wix and Weebly. It's really very easy to set up a website. And I think that's more for blogging. So I think you're saying that Shopify is like the Weebly or Wix for e-commerce. So am I correct?
Pwede naman. In terms of user interface, it's basically drag and drop.
Okay.
So it's very easy to catch on. Actually, we have one client who mentioned he's a big sports retailer here in the Philippines, and he said that he had this big website built by like he paid man hours kanyan to have it built, and then he learned about Shopify, asked his 8-year-old son to try it out for one of the other brands, and the kid was able to figure it out on his own. So that's really that was a wonderful surprise to us as well, that even a kid can find his way around that kind of user interface.
It's that user-friendly
easy.
Talaga. And I like what you said na instead of relying on social media as a platform, Facebook, Instagram, it gives you a more professional looking online business.
Definitely.
And I think especially in our workshops, we teach about blogging. We tell them na yung social media is like you're setting up your business on rented land. So one day Facebook can be replaced by a Snapchat, like it replaced Friendster.
Yep.
And if your business relies solely on Instagram or Facebook, and if it closes down, your business will go down then or close. But if you have Shopify, I assume the website will be yours, and it won't. You own the platform.
That's right.
So am I correct?
That's right. Actually, another analogy is parang if you sign up with the marketplace, it's literally like your product is in the groceries, diba? So if you look at a specific category, they'll find you. But if you're cheap enough, or if if you're lucky enough to be put on the first page, if you set up your own online shop with any e-commerce platform like Shopify, it's like you have your own boutique. So it will depend on what kind of growth you're looking at, if you want to have presence in both, in one or in the other. So that's one way to put it.
So it's like having talaga your own standalone store. You're not competing with others who have probably the same service or products. Now, so how does it tie into the Globe My Business? So how do they sign up for a Shopify account? How do they sign up for a Globe My Business account?
So, like any of our other business solutions, it starts with your internet connectivity, diba? Usually when our customers get internet connectivity from us, the next question would be, what will you use it for? So if they will use it for an e-commerce platform, then we have this. If I will use it for email, then I have Google After Work, for example. I have Microsoft 365. If I will use it for syncing my POS, we also have like that. So that's really the business model of how Globe My Business resells these business solutions. But if you would like to get it as a standalone solution, meaning you already have internet, at least for Shopify, you can. They just need to sign up at shopify.com.ph, and then they get the Globe exclusive rates that Shopify has extended to our customers as an exclusive partner. So these would be about 50% lower than what they can get in shopify.com.
Yeah. Siguro let's step back a little. You mentioned siguro kunyari from scratch, as in they're setting up their business and totally wala pa silang internet connection. So is this DSL or is this a mobile connection?
Well, it's a website, so it can run on your, it's mobile responsive as well. There's a mobile app for it, for the business owner view. So you can get it with the mobile plan. You can get it with a broadband plan, although we're still working on the integration with our billing systems to get it on one bill. But right now, you can get it direct by signing up at shopify.com.ph, and you get to enjoy the lower rates.
Okay, so it's not, for now, hindi pa siya tied sa
pa.
plan. Okay. So what they will be getting is the Shopify account, which is...
they can get it online. So all they need is either a credit card or a GCash MasterCard.
Okay. And they don't need to be a subscriber.
For now, for now, no.
Yeah. So shopify.com.ph.
Yep.
So is in terms of the pricing, is it lower if they go directly to shopify.com.ph versus the main shopify.com? So what's the difference?
The difference. So transaction fee is a big thing. So right now it's 0% transaction fee for both basic plan and professional plan. So the basic plan is 599 a month in pesos, and the professional plan is 2499 a month. No contract term, so they can freeze anytime. They can freeze their account anytime they want. They can cancel it if they're done with it. But this is charged in dollars, so that's I think $13. Convert na lang natin. So that's how they will be charged.
The basic, you mean?
For both.
For both, it's in dollars.
So it's in dollars, but if we convert it to the peso equivalent, it's 599 to 499. So lower, I think prior to the price down that we had earlier this year. The basic plan was at about 1,350 pesos.
Okay.
So we were able to bring it down to 599 pesos. And the professional plan from I think that was about 4,999. We were able to bring it down to 2,499, almost half.
More than half.
More than half. Ayan.
Okay, so they just go to shopify.com.ph and sign up. And you mentioned the requirements, credit card and I'm sorry.
Credit card or GCash Mastercard.
Okay. So just the payment talaga.
Yep.
And then after they sign up, so they're they're inside. I assume there will be a dashboard that they can create there.
Okay. So for Shopify, well, you can see this, but I can share this here.
I can share that later.
Definitely. This is what the interface looks like, more or less. So it's a website with your own checkout page. So ang kagandahan niya is there's a front end and a back end. For the back end, you can manage your orders and inventory. So it's a business tool talaga for you. You can extract this into Excel. You can do your pivots. You can customize the storefront across 100 industries. So they already have built-in themes like Weebly, like Wix. You just need to choose which one is applicable to your business. They have free and paid themes as well. So for the higher plans, they already have the customized reports. So the reports are very, very stringent now. They have sales per month, per hour, per location, source traffic referrer, etc. And then if you don't have that filter that you want, you can make your own. For example, it has abandoned cart recovery. Okay. So these are all the functionalities that Shopify extends that would be good for a freelancer starting out an online business. Ang kagandahan din niya is if you have a Facebook page, one of the parang qualms that we encounter is that customers would say, okay, andan laki na ng following ko, for example, in Facebook. Why do I need to kill my site and then start a new one? So I need to, well, we recognize that Facebook is definitely a social media is definitely a driver. Yeah. Even us as Globe, we spend more on social because that's really where you'll be found. And Shopify can integrate to your Facebook page so that your products will already have buy buttons in it. Of course, when they click the buy button, they'll be led back to your Shopify page. So it's you're only dealing with one online channel. Right now, I think Facebook is trying to tap as well the e-commerce market. So they installed that message me button. Okay. But the problem there is that the transaction doesn't take place. So at one point, baka after mag-comment ni ate ng how much, they lose interest if you're not quick enough to respond. So here, at least when they click it, they're interested, they get to purchase already.
Since it's integrated with the Facebook page.
Yep.
Okay, so when they go to the Facebook page, they will if they click the shop
so if
button,
they
go
click shop, they'll see this, parang naka-album siya.
So they don't leave Facebook. It pulls the information from Shopify.
It pulls the information, but the transaction happens outside of
in
Facebook.
Shopify.
It happens in Shopify. The catalog is here.
Ayan. Yeah, kasi now you can't do that in Facebook. Usually, parang
send message,
offline,
comment,
parang magde-deposit, and then they send a picture of the deposit slip. So now you automate everything, even the payment part.
Although, of course, right now, there are some merchants who still prefer, for example, I'm selling a notebook that's 100 pesos. Syempre, I don't need to accept credit card payments. So, you can still enable with Shopify the cash on delivery. You can enable GCash transfer, for example, phone to phone. You can still enable the manual payment like the deposit
in
Shopify. But you can also partner with payment gateway provider, so you can get you can accept credit card payments.
Like my PayPal. Old company, I won't mention the name. A payment gateway.
Yep, ayan. Okay. Shopify also has, of course, especially for the more creative ones, they already have a peg if they want to start a website. Okay. So for example, I saw this in this retailer's website. I want this functionality. Sometimes it's not part of the package yet. So you can buy it as an add-on.
Okay.
There are free add-ons like CRM or like live chat, EDM, integration to
Okay.
MailChimp.
So it's
and then
like
there are paid.
plugins sa WordPress. So
Yep.
this is okay. So may app store na rin siya.
Meron din siyang
We can
Shopify
share
apps.
this later naman.
Definitely,
The screen.
Sure.
Your deck.
And then they can also, the business owner has a view as well. So if they have mobile data from Go My Business, they can view their Shopify app to see the daily sales, for example. They can also choose how they want to get notified. For example, I want SMS notification, I want desktop notification, when, which type of order, etc.
So the Shopify app is for business owners.
Yep.
Pero for customers,
they go to the website.
And do they get their own domain or ano siya, parang freelanceblend.shopify.com.ph? Is it
the free well, if you already have a domain, you can use that domain. You can replace it, but by default, it's freelanceblend.myshopify.com.
Okay. Walang .ph?
.com.
.com siya. Okay.
Ayan. So you can change it.
Medyo technical na to. From your, we teach this sa WordPress basics. Ipo-point mo lang naman yung DNS. I'm sorry sa mga listeners. Yung DNS ng domain to the Shopify. So, pwede yon with Shopify. Apart from the reports, you mentioned the pro, tama ba? The professional plan. You get more, I assume more detailed or robust reports.
Yep.
Sa basic, meron ba rin? Or wala, totally wala?
You get inventory and order management.
Okay.
So you can export that into Excel. But if you want sales reports na very detailed, like sales per month, sales per hour, that's only available
for the pro.
Yan.
Ano pa, apart from that, ano pa yung difference apart from the reporting?
So that's professional. Gift cards, of course, will only be available in the pro. Professional reports, abandoned cart recovery. So this is if somebody clicks, they accidentally close the that's lost lead. So there's a feature in Shopify Pro that consolidates all that data. So mababalikan mo sila.
Okay.
So if you want to do email blasts, for example.
Okay.
Abandoned, siguro that it's worth mentioning as well. One of the features that parang difficult if you're trying to sell online through social media is database gathering. So for example, customer comments, diba? You will have to, or messages you will have to manually, diba, type that into
and
Excel.
You don't get the email address.
You don't get the email address, you don't get any data from them. You don't know how many times they visited your site. So all of this is stored in Shopify, a tab called customers in Shopify. So then you will see who accepts marketing from you. You will see who has bought from you the most, who is a returning visitor, etc. So all this data that you can use to push your products to them.
Can you integrate email marketing tools like MailChimp, or does it have its own email add-on or plug-in?
There are free plugins. So, I think MailChimp is one of them. But I'm not sure if it's free. But MailChimp plugin is definitely available as an add-on.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Kasi if you're doing, like you mentioned, yung mga abandoned cart, and you do email marketing, let's say, you send targeted emails to those who didn't buy, you parang remind them or send special promotions. You mentioned about gift card. So, what's a gift card?
Gift card would be, for example, si Apple has gift cards, diba? So, you can generate your own gift cards.
Okay. Okay. Apart from physical products, can you also sell services in Shopify? Let's say, I do business coaching online. So can I also do that?
Yeah, definitely. If your services are already packaged, for example, you have a packaged rate for your business consultancy service, you can. There are some service companies who do it like tours, for example, packaged rates. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it will depend on you. You will be treating your service as one SKU, for example. So that's how they'll see it.
Doesn't necessarily have to be physical products that you deliver. Pwede rin yung, let's say, for example, freelancers who are apart from, let's say, graphic designer, apart from being doing graphic design work, maybe they would like to sell their art.
Yeah.
They can also, or digital art or logos, they can also
It can all be in one
in
site.
one website. Wow, that's very interesting.
Mm-mm.
The rate is, this is a monthly price that
Yep.
you that charge. Automatic ba yung charging sa credit card?
Yep. But if you're the type that wants upfront payment, they have available for 1 year and 5 years.
Yeah. And it siguro lower if it's upfront.
Yep.
It's lower.
Lower.
Okay. I see here there's unlimited. So this is also a feature that's
The only
available now.
feature that is different from the Pro would be the advanced report builder. So ito yung if you have certain filters that you want to include, that's custom, not already included in the package. So yun, you can build your own reports.
Yeah. No, I mentioned this yung unlimited.
That's also available, yeah.
Okay.
But the reason why we're not pushing it is because of the transaction fee.
Okay.
So it's ironic that the smaller packages have 0% transaction fee, but unlimited has 0.5%.
Okay.
Reason being is they have a bigger plan next to this, which is Shopify Plus, which is being offered to enterprises. So that would be parang the next stage. So if you're here, I think the reason why they put it here is to encourage you to move up to that plan.
Yeah.
But for us, we're only pushing these two.
I think even the Pro is reasonable. Especially for ako, I have my own website through WordPress.
Yep.
And yun nga, WordPress, you need to have it customized pa by a WordPress or web designer or web developer. Tapos, well, also you pay hosting.
Right.
So this one includes everything na the easy to DIY design plus the hosting.
Well, while we're talking about that, we recognize also that not everybody would have that creative, diba, outlook, that maybe they would want to outsource that. So, for example, we have partnered with local agencies here in the Philippines. So, Ropo is one. Ropo is is a design agency by Brian Koo, who is part owner of Grab. So, it's a startup who helps business owners beautify their site, set it up. So if you're really low tech, for example, and you don't have the patience to learn it, this is an added service that we offer. If you're willing to pay the premium, of course, you can outsource it to them. Next would be logistics. So right now, to avoid meetups, the hassle of meetups. If you don't want meetups, then we've partnered with Send. So Send is our official partner for this. So at least you can. This is to complete the last mile delivery of your services. AdSpark is a subsidiary of Globe. That this would be our digital advertising leg. So of course, some customers would say, okay, I have my website, it's beautiful, I can deliver it, but how will people know about my website? So then if you're really serious about growing your business, you would invest on advertising, digital advertising.
Okay.
And what we did with AdSpark is that through Globe My Business, the usual na retainer fee na binabayad mo sa ad agency, to give you this much, we put it in packaged rates, so that you only have to pay this much, for example, 4,500, and then you get this much clicks, etc. So it's like a managed service.
Yeah, it's a monthly fee ba yung 4-5?
For this one, it's also a monthly fee, and it has a contract term of 6 months.
So for yung AdSpark, if I have a website, tapos so how do you market it to other companies? So para ba siyang like it's not a local company, but Nafnang, is it similar to that na you subscribe as a blogger, tapos parang si Nafnang will be the middleman between the website owners and the companies. So is it similar? Is my understanding correct?
Well, for us to advertise your business to our business owners, meaning to our database, that's something now we can do for you as for free. For example, if you like your website, we'll feature you.
Yeah.
But if you're hitting a specific target, for example, I sell clothes that appeal to Broad C working class in Mandaluyong area, for example. So if I have a very specific demographic, I can reach them via SMS. So we have a service called Ad Blast.
Okay.
Or digital ads.
Okay.
So that's what AdSpark does. So we will, it's a digital agency. So we will reach your market for you.
So, okay. So it's like, you're promoting my website to your database.
Actually, not just to our database, just to depending on what demographic you want. So it's paid ads.
Okay.
Really, it's search, Instagram and Facebook. So depending on your parameters, we will look for that market. For example, that Broad C, Mandaluyong area, we will look for that market in Facebook based on their profile, and then we will expose your advertisement to them depending on the budget that you'll put in.
Okay. So, meron siyang parang budget, depends on So, parang Facebook ads din pala siya.
Facebook ads, definitely.
And I see, I like the outsourced web design service because I'm pretty sure, even if meron tayong mga templates, people will want to have yung customized, yung color, layout. So that's good also for yung mga e-commerce or online sellers and Zend. I use Zend a lot.
Okay.
Also when I deliver, when somebody orders a book from me, so I use Zend. So yung Zend naman, this is end-to-end na. So it means if you're the store owner, wala ka nang iisipin talaga. Kasi is it correct yung understanding ko na when a person orders from your store, automatic na if they choose a delivery, integrated na with Send. Is that correct? Or
definitely. For now, we need to set it up first to make Send one of the delivery options. Kasi di ba may iba-iba pwedeng custom delivery options, pwedeng ganito. Right now, it's Send, but Send will still require you to make your own MySend account.
Okay. Okay.
But it can be available upon checkout as one of the delivery options you will select.
Okay. So I think we've talked about yung benefits for freelancers and even our listeners who are also bloggers who have their products to sell. Siguro before we wrap up, if you can invite them again to check out the Shopify facility.
Okay. So, I would like to invite everyone to take a look at shopify.com.ph. So, there's a free 30-day trial. So, the free 30-day trial gives you access to all of the features, and you can already do a mock of the site that you want your e-commerce site to look like, but you won't be able to publish it. So if you would like to publish your site for people to start buying from you, that's when they will prompt you to get your GCash, MasterCard, or in credit card. So right now, we would like to encourage you to get Shopify through Glow My Business so that we can make available to you the several add-on services that we've made available to our customers with lower rates and, of course, end-to-end handling.
Yeah. So, to our listeners, we'll show you yung mga slides that Dani is showing me right now. You just need to go to freelanceblend.com and I'll share after this recording yung actual na link where you can find the slides and also the link to shopify.com.ph so that you can sign up and try yung take advantage of that free 30-day trial. And I really encourage you to, especially to those who were asking me about how to set up a website, were able to join our blogging basics. This is really a very useful tool na maybe in a matter of minutes you have your own online store. You don't need to learn how to code. You don't need to learn HTML. You have your own website na. So please check it out. shopify.com.ph, and you have a website for MyBusiness.
Yep. So just search for Globe Telecom and then click on Globe My Business.
Globe My Business.
So you can look at all the various business solutions that are also available to you.
Okay, thank you, Dani. Dani Hill, Assistant Brand Manager for Globe My Business. Thank you.
Thank you, Marv.
All right, so that was Miss Dani Hill, Assistant Brand Manager of Globe My Business. Thanks again for having me, for inviting me to your very nice office. Meron pang mga libreng coffee, and we were also in that special room for the interview. So thank you again for having me, and we'll be having upcoming workshops soon, so please watch out for that. And again, I'd like to invite you to please go to shopify.com.ph to sign up for that Shopify account that we talked about during the interview. And lastly, I'd like to mention again our upcoming meetup on October 27, 6 p.m. at The Study by Enderan Colleges. It's in the Podium Mall, and the title of the meetup is Creatives plus Entreps Mixer. So I hope to see you there. Just go to freelanceblend.com/meetup1016 or freelanceblend.com/meetup1016. All right, that's it for this episode, and thanks again for listening, and peace to everyone. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Freelance Blend podcast. For more details about the show and our thriving freelancer community, please visit us at www.freelanceblend.com.